multi-exclusive dimensional being Kyle with another exclusive. Today's video is going to be about Chiron and Aries. And of course, we're going to be permitting this on the first house. Now, when we're talking about Chiron, Chiron is your wounded healer. Pretty much where you need to heal your wounds. Whether you experience wounds in the beginning of your life, or these are wounds that you brought previously into this lifetime. Now, when we got it in Aries, this is cardinal fire, initiating new ways on how to feel and see when we're talking about this realm of reality that we are in. So if you got Chiron in Aries, or your first house, you need to pretty much look back and reflect the times that people, places, or things, whether they was here intentionally, or whether they was here to pretty much play a circumstance situation where an asteroid had to take place in your reality to pretty much test you and put you to the test. See, when it plays out with this circumstance situation, Chiron and Aries, this is where we pretty much need to look towards ourselves and look within ourselves, because of course that's dealing with the feeling and the seeing. So of course that's dealing with your vision, the way you feel, and the way you express yourself. This is dealing with your intimacy, aka intimacy with yourself, which means selfish, reckless, passion, motivation. So fire is very important, and your fire is very important in life. So that means you need to protect your flame, your fire, your blazer. You need to protect this. It's important. This is what's creating your life on a day-to-day basis. And when you allow someone to touch your flame with their flame, and of course you don't do anything about it, you don't rebel, then you put yourself in a circumstance or situation of being vulnerable, of lacking self-awareness, lacking self-constraint, and of course lacking self-expression. Now listen, Chiron and Aries pretty much took place previously. You can say about a year or two ago. And of course, you can see what's going on in the world right now with this whole corona shit. But let's look at it like this. Aries is like the first zodiac sign. And of course, you got the first chakra, which is your root chakra. Pretty much your crown chakra, actually. Your crown chakra. So look at your crown chakra like your head, like your face and shit like that. This is a circumstance situation where that's why they got you wearing a mask. Because of course it's dealing with this spectrum and shit. It's dealing with that face. So of course, who the fuck want to wear a mask 24/7, right? This is the circumstance situation that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Covering your face, not showing yourself, not presenting yourself. This is pretty much what's going on a day-to-day basis. And also, they trying to bring Mars on Earth with the Blue Beam Project. So with that being said, these are like representations of what's going on, how we can pretty much display ourselves with Chiron and Aries. Because if you don't initiate new ways on how to feel and see about reality in your way, in your mechanism, what's going to happen is the government is going to take your fire, your passion, your flame. He's going to create his way of seeing the world, his way of feeling about the world. He's going to give you an imagination, which is the corona, the invisible virus. He's going to put that in front of you. He's going to have you look at it. He's going to have you pretty much worship it. He's going to have you worship it, praise it. He's going to have you believe in it. Be as a being, live in it. Believe, of course. And whatever you believe in, whatever you're paying attention to, whatever you're grasping your energy towards, is what you're creating inside of you, and it's what you're creating outside of you. So, of course, with Chiron and Aries, you need to look yourself in the mirror. You need to talk to yourself. You need self-control. You need self-power. You need self-expression. You can't allow a motherfucker to tell you to do something that you're not comfortable with doing, and you're just living with it. You're owning up to it. No, shit has to change. You have to change your way, your expression, or you're going to create a jail cell for yourself, and you're going to create more heaviness when it comes to your Chiron. You're going to be putting more depression, more worriedness, more anxiety, more hurt, more diminishment on your motherfucking Chiron. And you don't need this shit to be heavy. You need this shit to be light. You need it to be easy. You need to be the boss. You need to be the trendsetter. You need to express yourself. You need to put yourself out there. You need to present yourself. You can't allow nobody to walk on your shit. You can't allow somebody to come in your home, bully you, and tell you to do what you gotta do. Do what we want you to motherfucker do. No, it don't go like that. It don't work like that. You're supposed to be the fucking boss of your reality. You're supposed to rebel, and you're supposed to initiate new ways on how to be practical and work on yourself, which is the wound healer. Of course, a healer, where you need to heal your wounds. So, of course, the wound healer is also open for vulnerability to have you put yourself in that box and put you in there. But, of course, you learn throughout the years. You learn throughout your life how to develop yourself, how to rise above and shit. And, of course, if you don't know what Chiron and Aries means, of course, check your birthday, check your astrological chart. Go on there, and you're going to see where you got Chiron at. Now, if you have Chiron and Aries, then of course you need to figure out, you need to pretty much express yourself. You can't allow nobody to control your life. You can't allow nobody to pretty much crumble your fire. You can't allow nobody to put your fire in the box. Fire don't like to be boxed in. Fire needs its space. And of course, if nobody not giving me space, there's gonna be a motherfucking problem. But of course, these are the mechanisms that the government, which is governing your mental, are using on you. But of course, they blindside you by what's truly going on. We living in new times, new age. So new things is going to be pretty much presenting itself. Now, if you allow them to change the concepts of how things are supposed to be new and present themselves, and you just living up to their dreams and their standards, all you doing is creating a world. All you doing is basically locking yourself in your own jail cell. And pretty much the key is in the brain to finding your own way of opening the doors in your life to success. Now, if you allow somebody to pretty much put you in that scenario or circumstance situation, then pretty much you're putting yourself in a square cage, and you don't want to put yourself in that motherfucking cage. You want to get out that cage. You want to rise above that cage. You don't want to close yourself in. You need to get yourself from point A to point B. Staying stagnated in one spot for too long creates frustration, creates anger. And of course, you need to direct your anger towards aggression, passion, things that's going to motherfucking motivate you, things that's going to pretty much present you and put you in a better predicament where you can basically be successful. And of course, arrange your life. And of course, be comfortable. And you don't have to worry about no circumstance situation where a motherfucker telling you what to do and what not to do. No, you need to get up off your ass. You need to go out there. You need to pretty much live this life and live this dream that you basically came here to motherfucking do, and follow your motherfucking purpose. And don't let anybody or circumstance situation dictate this purpose. Because, of course, we all got a motherfucking purpose in life. And, of course, if you allow somebody to pretty much crash your purpose, take you out your spaceship, take you out your comfort zone, step in your box, and, of course, put this shit in your face and tell, like, yo, you got to do what you got to do. But, no, you have to do what you need to do. But, of course, in the meanwhile, have on your mind and your heart and your soul, yeah, of course, I'm going to get out of this circumstance and situation by any means necessary. I'm not going to get comfortable in my jail cell. I'm not going to get comfortable in hell. No, you're not supposed to do that shit. Because, of course, the more you do this shit, the more you're going to witness frustration. The more you're going to feel the need to rebel. The more you're going to put yourself in a circumstance situation where told you so. That's why you're supposed to follow your own path, follow your own purpose. Don't follow nobody else's shit. Because when you follow in packs, you go down with the rest. And your ass gets slapped. Your ass cannot be trespassing into other people's dignations. Of course, this is what happens. They're going to seclude you, separate you, and have you go against yourself, pretty much. While they sit back and, okay, cool, we ain't have to come down here and kill these motherfuckers that kill themselves. Pretty much. That's how it play out when they talking about Chiron and motherfucking Aries. So you need to express yourself more. You need to take your power back. You need to take your flame back. You need to work on yourself. You need to find your flaws and destroy these shits out of you. You need to look yourself in the mirror, butt naked yourself in the motherfucking mirror. And of course, believe in yourself, believe in your passion, believe in your faith, believe in your motivation. You are dedicated. You are determined. You are initiative. You are creative. You are your trendsetter. You are the starter. You are the blazer. You are the fire. You got all the fire. You got all the gas. So now get up off your ass.